Fear. It is an evolutionary mechanism designed to perceive homeostasis and keep us alive. But sometimes the primitive brain misfires, confusing a harmless creature with a mortal threat. Today we examine the irrational terror of
spiders! The eight-legged ninjas, the war-crawling nightmares, the...
What the f are you doing? Get out of my frame!
I'm happy in the crowd glasses. We're talking about the creepy crawlies, the hairy legs, the way they sit in the corner of the shower and ply your demise.
You are a headache. We are discussing arachnophobia, psychological phenomena. It affects nearly 6% of the global population. It's not about plotting the meat, it's about
screaming like a toddler when Daddy Longlegs walks across your fields.
Okay. To understand the fear, we must understand the etymology. The term is derived from the Greek arachne meaning spider and phobos meaning fear, but the origin story goes deeper than mere language.
Boo, boring. Tell them about the monster lady.
I'm getting to the mythology, why don't you just shut up? In Ovid's Metamorphoses, Arachne was a mortal weaver, a Lindian woman with immense talent but fatal hubris. She claimed she could weave better than Athena, the goddess of wisdom and crafts herself.
Wait, she challenged a literal god to knit off? That's some serious main character energy.
Precisely, and to everyone's shock, Arachne actually won. She produced a flawless tapestry. However, the content was controversial. It deep-seated the gods behaving rather badly. Deceiving humans, transforming into animals for illicit affairs, it was essentially a smear campaign woven into silk. Athena was insulted by the disrespect and inverse of the skill. She destroyed the work, and in a fit of divine pity, or perhaps cruelty, she transformed Arachne. She sprinkled her with the juices of hecate herb and commanded her to weave for eternity as a spider.
Athena flipped the table and kicked Arachne out of the party forever. It's so awesome.
It is a tragedy of arrogance. This culture imprint is deep in the Western culture. Spiders became symbol of faith, deception, and punishment. However, mythology doesn't explain why you scream like a deflating balloon when you see a common house spider that is smaller than your fingernail. Culture is only one layer. Science suggests the root of this fear isn't just learned from stories, it may be baked into our own very DNA. There is a controversial concept regarding our ancient ancestors and their relationship to scorpions.
Wait, did you just say scorpions? I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Well, technically, it's evolutionary preparedness theory, but yes, scorpions are a key factor in the...
Zip it! I'm the captain now. Imagine you're a caveman. You don't have fancy shoes, you don't have hospitals, you just have a loincloth and anxiety. This is what scientists call evolutionary preparedness.
If I could just explain the co-evolutionary timeline.
Basically, your brain came with do not touch warning labels stamped on it. See, if you hug a bunny, you're fine. But back in the days, before spiders were just house guests, our ancestors dealt with scorpions. Look at them. They look the same. Too many legs, weird body segments. The theory is that the humans were absolutely terrified of these crawly dudes, survived to have babies. The chill humans, the ones who want to pet the danger crabs, they got eaten. Gone. Kapow!
You are ignoring the fact that spiders in Carbonous period were...
Check this out. They did studies on literal infants. Babies. They showed them pictures of flowers and fishes. The babies were like, nah, what else? Then they showed them pictures of spiders and snakes. And boom! The babies' pupil dilated. Their attentions locked on. They didn't even know what a spider was. They've never been bitten. But their DNA was screaming looking at this noodle with legs. We'll learn to fear the scorpion because it could kill us instantly. Spiders look enough like scorpions that our brain think they're the same. It's the survival of the scariest. If you aren't scared, you aren't alive. The fear is what kept us from getting venom nuked in the Stone Age.
Are you done?
I'm just explaining the heavy lifting. The babies know. They are the real government.
He is surprisingly not entirely wrong, though his delivery is catastrophic. When you see a spider, the visual information goes to the amygdala before it even goes to the visual cortex. It screams danger milliseconds before your conscious brain realizes, oh, it's just my neighbor's spider. That is why you jump first and think later.
And it's the legs. It's always the legs.
Correct. Studies on rapid visual detection show that the angularity of spider legs trigger a geometric fear response. It is the contrast of the thin, angular legs against a background.
It's unnatural. Too many elbows. Why do they have so many elbows?
It's called unpredictable locomotion. Humans crave predictability. Spiders move in bursts. This erratic motion prevents our eyes from tracking them smoothly, which causes a spike in anxiety. Whether it is the ancient threat of venomous scorpions or the erratic movement of the modern house spider, we are biological creatures designed to avoid them.
Ha! Geometric fear. I knew math was scary. I told you algebra was out there to get me.
Ignore him. So, to summarize, arachnophobia is not cowardice. It's a cocktail of Greek mythology, evolutionary survival instincts, and rapid neological processing.
Speaking of cocktails, you guys are not gonna believe this. I was reading the Explorer journals. Morocco, they just found new behaviors and the species is there.
Nom nom, we are finishing the video. Do not introduce new variables.
No, listen, it's the spider apocalypse. We're talking about the Morocco flick-flack spider. But the D86 mutations reports are wild.
Nom nom.
They dig weird tube burrows and do backflips to attack.
They do backflips to escape, not to attack. Why must you dramatize everything?
Imagine you walking in the desert and a spider literally somersaults at your face. That's not nature. That's a horror movie villain. You have to see this. We need to go there.
We are absolutely not going to Morocco to chase the gymnastic arachnids.
We are totally going to Morocco. I've already packed the snacks. Check out the next video where I hunt for the Moroccan flip spider. It's gonna be legendary. I'm gonna teach it to do a kickflip.
I cannot believe this is my afterlife. Comment here if you have any thoughts on Athena. Also, I want to hear a funny encounter story you had with the spider. And subscribe if you enjoyed the video.
And I'm gonna teach it to how to use a katana.
I need a f***ing vacation.